So this is the second part of your reading, because I've rambled a lot. So I've pulled from a different deck, and you can see we've got a lot of the same cards from the first part of the reading. So things are going to start moving quite quickly for you. You've got the Star and the Eight of Wands. So things, as soon as there is some kind of decision, and I think it's just an internal one. And I was hearing sling your hook, and seeing a grappling hook. So there's something which has a hold on you, and it could literally just be an energetic tie that's kind of still embedded in you. There's some kind of hook to something, someone, a state of being, a state of mind. As soon as you release that, your wishes start coming true, your dreams start coming in. And that's really leading to this sense of contentment here. I think this is zoomed in for some reason. There we go. Sense of contentment with the Ten of Cups. And I don't know, I'm just seeing that it puts you on an even keel. And that's where you're not only able to start thinking about the future, but you're actually taking proactive and quite powerful steps towards it. So you've got the King of Wands again here, who came out at the beginning of your reading. So this balance between like passion and energy and drive, but also the logical thinking. But this is now, it's not acting on emotion. There is this decision you're making, which has this Tower moment, but it immediately brings in a much more balanced state. So it's like, yes, it feels like you're having to burn down everything, but it's actually bringing to a space where we have the Fool. So it's actually bringing you to a place where, by not burning everything to the ground, but just by ejecting yourself from a situation or a mindset, you're actually refreshed, renewed. It feels like you are recreated, is the word I'm getting. It's like you recreate yourself. And I've just noticed that he's on the exact kind of rocky coastline that I was seeing when I was channeling. So this sense of being on a coastal path, it felt like obviously it felt like South Africa, I guess maybe California. The other one I'm getting now is Finisterre in Portugal, like that sense of being on the edge of the world, of like stepping forward into the unknown. Idea for you, I've not been able to read for the seasons because it feels like your arc, as I said at the beginning, is kind of like this storyline that's kind of set, and it's sort of material world timing is kind of dependent on your own actions. So the sooner you sling your hook, the sooner you let go of something, that's the sooner that the rest of the storyline comes and plays in. But it could be that you end up carrying it all the way through to like July, September, November, whenever, and then that storyline won't start until then. But I did ask what happens next, and there will be a period where you feel like you're carrying all of these things on your own. You're carrying these burdens. Everything is always your own. But actually what's happening is, whilst you think you're carrying these burdens, you're actually in this Nine of Pentacles energy. So it's kind of deceptive. When you're feeling alone and like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders, it's weightlifting. It's literally the same feeling as when you're in the gym and you're lifting weights and you're building muscle. Actually, when you feel that like the world is so unfair and it's all on top of you, that's as you are coming into this Nine of Pentacles, not even coming into, that is as you are exercising your Nine of Pentacles energy. Like you feeling like you're doing it all alone is you doing it independently, alone, with this like plenty of abundance around you. I've just noticed for the first time she actually has a falcon in here, and she is dressed similarly to the falcon. Like she has this, so the falcon has its hood on. So obviously a falcon is foresight, and it has this amazing ability to see into the future. It's eagle-eyed, literally. But with the cap on, it's blinding itself. Like it cannot see into the future. So when you're feeling like you're carrying this big burden, it's because you cannot see what's actually happening outside of you. But what's actually happening is this Nine of Pentacles energy, where you're building your own stability, your own foundation. And again, I said, it's that energy of the whale. It's that energy of coming into this Empress state of being. And it's only when you come out of it that you'll look back and go, wow, I did all of that myself. And again, we have the Six of Cups. Okay, so now we've got the Six of Cups yet again in a different deck, because I'm sure we just had it in the earlier deck that I was using. There is somebody coming back from your past. There is somebody coming back in, and they are going to be offering something. So I'm just going to check in with how you should respond to this. Oh, it's gone blurry. How you should respond to this person coming back in. And we have the Death card again. They're coming back in for an ending. Like whatever the connection was between you in the past, that dynamic has to end. It's not that it doesn't have to be dramatic, but that dynamic has to shift. And as soon as it shifts, that's when you get this breakthrough moment. So this, like literally the minute that you realize that old dynamic is over, things can renew with this person. Things will then move forward again. They'll move forward fast. And I wonder what will happen. I've just realized I've changed decks. you're going to be very much letting go of the fights and struggles of the past you had with them. And it could even be that it's just you deciding to walk away if this is a romantic connection. Yeah. The Nine of Swords came out again, but it came out sort of sideways. It's kind of, this is whether you commit to this person or commit to yourself. The Hierophant is here. So there is a very traditional, and again, we've got Hera, the goddess of marriage. Like, this is a super traditional kind of relationship. And with Hephaestus as well, like both Hephaestus and Hera are constantly cheated on by their spouse. So this is very grown up decision making about relationships. It's a real level of maturity in relationships. I am not saying that you're going to be cheated on at all. But it's a level of maturity about like, what is it you want in a relationship? What is worth keeping yourself up at night for? Just asked again from a different deck, why have we got this theme of things circling back around? And it's so that you can choose differently. It's so you can let go of the pain of the past and choose to step forward. Again, we've got the Fool into a new beginning, and that'll be for yourself, even though it feels scary. Okay, that's why it's coming back around and what happens next. And you have a different story to write. Okay, so whether it's whoever it's with, you have a different story to be playing out. That's this new beginning, this Ace of Pentacles, and then you've got the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So this is a very different story to the one that you've been rehearsing. This is where you get to choose differently, and so life gets to play out differently. I do really think as well you're going to be, this is why I'm not able to read like seasonally for you, or even like what the months are. I know I said July is important. I don't know why that is, because you're literally writing your story here. So it's like you're kind of almost already in that 5D idea of what you want, and it's a matter of committing to a story. Oh, you're committing to a storyline. That's what's happening. You're committing to a storyline, and it's like as you write your own adventure, that's what comes in. I've just also realized that this year is about combination of duty and responsibility, but also work. So Hephaestus is the god of work, but he's much more about vocation. It's not like your average 9-to-5 career. This is about finding your vocation, and when you're really in alignment with your work, it's love. Like it doesn't feel like effort. It's just ability to keep moving forward, and it sort of just flows. And you're going to be finding that flow state. So I pulled some cards on it, and this is very much like allow that flow state, allow that space of like giving, almost like when you're doing something you really love, you don't realize that you're giving more than you're getting, and it doesn't matter. You're allowing your cup to overflow. And that's the direct opposite of like the way that we're trained to think, which is like, oh, you've got to hold back, don't give too much of yourself. Like when you're in alignment, like you really need to give everything you have, because it's your identity, like everything flows through it. And there is a big wish fulfillment coming in with this. It's something, and I work in writing, so it's like a book deal. It's like you're publishing something. It's like a big contract, but it only comes through as you have, and it's not giving over and above. It's just that you're so fulfilled by your work, by the fact you're in flow, and other people recognize this. And you can't even see your own talent, by the way, because it's eclipsed. Like you literally cannot see your own talent. But the thing that you do is recognized by others. And it's recognized when you're just giving, because other people cannot give in the way that you do, because they're not aligned energetically for it. I was also asking of any other guidance, and I got the Strength card and the Eight of Pentacles, and was reminded that we always want to rush forward to the like happily ever after, to the rewards, but this is like the Nine of Pentacles with you. It's going to take a lot of strength, a lot of commitment, discipline. It's that whale energy. It's that slow, steady responsibility, that very much this Pentacles energy of that you're working through stuff this year, and it's the diligence, this commitment. This Eight of Pentacles is Hephaestus energy. He's literally both blacksmithing. It's pouring love into your craft, and then the rewards come partly through the craft itself. But you don't realize when you're putting all your effort in. This Strength card, we had the 10 of Wands and then the 9 of Pentacles earlier. When you're in this state of flow, yes, it will feel hard, but there will also be an element of joy to it. And you won't realize that what you're doing in that moment is actually creating your future. So where we had the 3 of Wands, that's you right now in this moment. You are creating your future. So this year is very much about, going back to Hera and Hephaestus, it's about very much responsibility towards yourself, that you're going to have two major themes, which are relationships and career, and you're going to be working out how to balance between them. So this is about, this year you'll probably find you're actually really focusing a lot on your career in terms of like what it is you want to do, the direction you want to go in, and how do your relationships impact that? How do they play into it? Where do you end up taking too much responsibility for relationships, etc.? And you're guided to always pull yourself back to your career, because you've got the 9 of Cups here sitting on the bottom of the deck as well. You're almost there with it. You're creating your own happiness.